Faster my. Today I've travelled a little further afield on my great food adventure to the beautiful Isle of Man. Sitting in the Irish Sea, it's equal distance between England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. It also has its own distinctive language, and you don't get more Celtic than that. Nowadays, of course, it's famous for its annual TT races, but it's not just about racing motorbikes. This self-governing island's unique geography and temperate climate are perfect for cultivating certain foods. There are many different food enterprises on the island too, and the Isle of Man is looking to raise the profile of Manx food and drink. Well, I've come here to see for myself. There is so much here to explore. My first stop is to see firsthand how some of the local produce is farmed at Ballydronan Farm. Lockton lamb is indigenous to the island and it's much favoured because of its rich meat. Now, it's a weird looking beastie. Look at the horns on that. You wouldn't want that butting you. Legend has it they were brought here by the Vikings. I don't know about that. Ruth, is that a true legend or is it just a legend?
It's hard to say. I wasn't there, but I know they're here now and they're here to stay.
You're the farmer?
Yeah.
Of these sheep. Why are they prized?
They are great meat. They've got a beautiful fleece as well, and they're really easy to keep. They're strong, they thrive over here in the salt air.
What would you say the difference was between this and standard meat that we might get?
These guys, they're very slow growing, so they're a slow food. The flavour's much richer. They're lower in fat, lower in cholesterol, so they're better for you.
Richer, stronger.
Richer, stronger, yes.
The big one looks like Satan.
He'll be after you.
Well, from Manx meat to Manx Marina, I'm off to Douglas Quayside to check it out. A great restaurant along the quayside using Lockton lamb is 14 North. I popped in for a quick chat with Phil Taylor, the restaurant's owner.
I've been on the island for 5 years. I came here, it was the Isle of Man Food and Drink Festival, and there were some fantastic producers and suppliers that just seemed to be starting, and I thought what a great place to move and to try and showcase some of that produce. But the supply chain didn't exist, and I remember ordering salad leaves for the first time, and they came down and it was a little pot with a few salad leaves in it. I was like, well, we're going to need a little bit more than that, and it's been great to also see these guys grow and now supply other restaurants as well. It's world-class dining for such a small community. The produce is second to none, and there's actually a really great array of restaurants serving top quality food, and it's a unique place to come, and it's a beautiful setting. It's just a lovely place to live.
And with 100 miles of lovely coastline, there is plenty of fishing. Good crab, lobster, and of course the famous Queenie scallops. 7,000 tonnes of the little beauties every year. Well, if you really want to know about something, it's best to go to an expert. I want to know about the local seafood. Tim Croft, what seafood can a visitor expect to find here on the Isle of Man?
Well, the Isle of Man, it's predominantly shellfish, not a lot of finfish. And the two predominant species are the bigger king scallops, which you'll be very familiar with, and the smaller queen scallop. Now, aside of that, you have a good crab industry. You'll have lobsters, so we do produce and sell a lot of lobsters, and whelks.
Why do scallops do so well here? What's particular about here?
Particularly here, it's a very good recruitment to stock. And I think the sort of sea and tidal flow will ensure that that when they reproduce, that the spat will all stay in a sort of eddying type of feature and will settle locally.
And why do you like the Queenies?
The Queenies, I prefer the Queenies to the scallops. The scallops are very delicate, so really just pure caramelization and not really take on any flavors. Whereas the queen scallop is a lot more robust. So you can actually bring in maybe a lot of Asian flavors, curry flavors, and yeah, I just prefer that one.
I get it. That's a really good answer. I'm understanding now. Well, what's this Queenie Scallop Festival?
The Queen Scallop Festival, we founded this in 2009, myself and another chap, Graham Hall, who sort of looks after the basking shark watch and everything around the island. And the idea was to take our territorial seas and to try and give an umbrella whereby all sea users could be part of it. So we had obviously the promotion of the fishing fleet itself by way of a trawler race, promotion of the product to try and get the Queen Scallop sort of sales up, open water swimming, kayak fishing, so that you're just embracing all the nice things in the ecology, diving, and so yeah, it worked very well.
But it doesn't matter how good the seafood is without a good quality coastal kitchen to cook it in. So that's where I'm going now, local restaurant Tanroagan. The name is a tribute to the island's Gaelic influence, meaning shell scallop. It's a family-run coastal kitchen and a member of the island's taste scheme, which is a great way to eat and drink your way around the island. With its sister restaurant, the Boatyard, situated in Peel on the opposite coast. I'm here to meet Joan, chef proprietor of Tanroagan. I've heard a lot about you, Joan. Joan, you cooking tonight?
I am definitely cooking tonight, yes.
And what's the biggest seller?
Biggest seller, it can be anything from fish cakes to fresh lobsters, and Queenies are the biggest seller.
What do you get here in terms of food that you probably may not get on mainland Britain?
Well, we're so lucky that we are so near the sea. It's a couple of 100 yards away. We've got fresh lobsters, it's commonplace. Queenies, scallops when they're in season.
You are blessed, aren't you?
Yes.
And you've got some trendy stuff here. It's not a big restaurant, this is it? It's got a big name, but it's quite a small restaurant.
It's only 30 covers, but it's got a very good reputation for consistency, good food, seafood.
And you've opened up a second place.
Yes, we've got another restaurant in Peel, which is the Boatyard, another seafood restaurant, more bistro. This is more a la carte, but the Boatyard is more down to earth.
Oh, hello. Marvellous. What have we got here?
This is our local lobster. I've spiced it up a bit by putting a salsa, a mango, lemon and orange salsa with it.
Let's have a taste of that. What have you put on that?
That's got some jerk seasoning which we've made. A little bit of heat, a bit of spice.
Wow. That's the flavours of the Caribbean. That lobster is cooked perfectly. My next stop is Noa's Bakehouse, just around the corner. It's great to see a supply chain in action. Local businesses really supporting each other. Noa's Bakery uses local flour to make its bread, then it stocks local food and drink. It's a real hub for foodies and it's a huge success. This place is so cool. Miles, you're the owner, right?
Yes.
Tell me about this place, because this isn't like any bakery shop I've ever seen.
When I think about a bakery, I think about a bakery being a heart of a community. And I think communities have moved into something completely different nowadays. And so what we try and do here, if we try to create a space that brings the bakery back into the community.
What's the success of it, do you think?
I don't know, I love this place and I love working here. And I think, you know what, I'm very fortunate in that, you know, we attract lovely people that come in every day to buy our produce, and we get to work with a fantastic bunch of team, and they're all as into the food as I am. So it's an absolute pleasure. I get up at 3 o'clock on a Saturday morning to bake, you know, 300 loaves of bread, and I'm still amazed that the bread, you know, rises in the morning. And our flour is grown on the north of the island. It's actually grown all over the island, and then it's milled here, and then it comes to our door. And you know, the farmers, when he opened up, all the farmers came in and said, "Oh, brilliant, great to have another bakery on the island, and fantastic stuff. Let me know what I can do to help."
Why have we got a block of cheddar on the side?
We have a block of cheddar on the table because of this is actually one of our most popular products, and it's the cheese on toast. And you know, our bread was really good. Manx vintage cheddar is to die for.
Do you know what you have? You have an Italian philosophy to food. Few ingredients, as best as you can get, with passion as simply as you can.
Yeah, trying to be too clever about it.
As I'm rapidly finding out, there is a serious food movement of artisan producers going on in this island. I'm here with Will and Charlotte. Please explain to me what it is you do before we tuck in to what looks like a delicious glass of cider.
So we run the Apple Orphanage, and it basically runs a fruit exchange where we take people's fruit, usually kind of unwanted or surplus fruit, turn it into drinks, and then we give them some of those drinks back in exchange.
Let me get this right, because this is a centuries old way of doing things. It's virtually like bartering. You take people's excess or unwanted fruit, turn it into drink, and give them back a percentage of the drink as payment?
Absolutely, yeah. And then hopefully there's a lot less produce wasted out there, and people get something back that's a little bit different that otherwise they may not be able to process themselves.
That's phenomenal. All alcoholic drinks?
No, predominantly soft drinks actually. We make a huge amount of single variety apple juices, about 30 different single varieties in a season, ranging from very sweet to very tangy, and every flavour under the sun in between. Some rhubarb and gooseberry presses, and then we also do a small amount of Manx dry cider.
What have I got here?
So this is our wild crab cider. It's very dry, like I said, no additives, and the special thing about this one is it's made from 100% wild crab apples. So it's a very different style of cider. It's a little bit more wine-like than, say, a West Country scrumpy cider because of the sort of apples that we're using. Quite high in acidity, fairly high in tannin as well, but also a little bit sweeter than an average one because it's got a natural keeve to it. It's just generally very, very punchy and very appley.
Smells like a generally sweet, dry, quite sharp cider. Am I in for a surprise?
Absolutely.
That is nowhere near as sweet as a standard cider. It's very sharp, but that is most certainly delicious. I love that. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to you. Here's to the Isle of Man. From harvesting the land for its meat and its fruit and veg to making the most of its beautiful coastline, the Isle of Man is simply stunning. So I'll see you again on the next leg of this extraordinary food adventure.